Well, I think those sudden those summer thunderstorms are going to be pretty much of a routine for the next few days. Yes.
That's right.
And, of course, we'll find out just how long they'll last from Joe Weisman in the Weather Center. Joe?
Yeah, Gordon and Donna, we need the rainfall. We're getting the rain, but we don't need severe thunderstorms, and we certainly don't need flooding. And once again, in Pinellas County, we had a little bit of both. In fact, there's an urban flood advisory in effect until 7:30 tonight for southern Pinellas County. And so far, over the last couple hours, we've seen rainfall rates in excess of 2 inches an hour and reports of flooding along U.S. Highway 19 through Pinellas County, and also flooding in downtown St. Pete. Radar indicates that it's still raining and raining heavily over Pinellas and the western part of Pasco County. Much of that activity, though, beginning to work its way into the Gulf of Mexico, but we're still seeing a lot of flooding on the street. Into North Florida we go. Severe thunderstorm warnings for western Clay, southern Bradford until 7:30, and just like last night, clusters of showers and thunderstorms, some of those, of course, severe, especially east of I-75. There's a lot more going on across the state, and we'll also take a quick look at the tropics, all coming up in a few minutes. But first, we go back to the news desk.
Thanks, Joe. This is the 54th year of Girls State here in Florida.
And good for them.
Yeah,
They had nice weather in Tallahassee today for
what a
getting
great
together.
day for their visit.
Yeah, a little
Not
bit of
everywhere.
sun. Unfortunately, the rain's coming down too heavily in some areas. You know, we need the rainfall, don't need the severe weather, don't need the flooding, but that's what you're going to get in the month of June when that summertime weather really kicks in. Well, temperatures right now are mainly in the 80s. We have some cooler areas across the state with some 70s. Let's take a look at those temperatures. There they are. Some areas in the 70s like St. Pete. Earlier you were in the 80s, but the rains came, the floods came, and now you're down to just 74 in St. Pete. Other places like Tallahassee, which incidentally you've got some thunderstorms to your west and southwest, you're now at 83. It's in the 70s in Jacksonville, 83 in Daytona Beach. Rain has cooled things down in Fort Myers. You're only at 78. And down in Key West, it's a toasty 85. As we look at our satellite picture, no doubt there's something going on, especially right along the Gulf Coast, right up the I-75 corridor. As those sea breezes collide over the spine of the peninsula, you get those showers and thunderstorms, and they've been hit hard in Pinellas County. You know, you've seen some very heavy rains, as you have in western Pasco, northern Hillsborough. In fact, until 7:30 in southern Pinellas County, there's an urban flood advisory. So far, we've seen rainfall rates between 1 and 2 inches per hour, with some flooding along U.S. Highway 19 and also some flooding reported in downtown St. Pete. There is some good news. Some of that activity now beginning to work its way into the Gulf, but we have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect till 7:30 in Union and Bradford counties. And about 24 hours ago, we had the showers and thunderstorms in the very same place. So watch out right along U.S. Highway 301 as you approach Interstate 10 from the south. Also, some thunderstorms beginning to work their way into Leon County, right around the Tallahassee area. We've got a trough of low pressure in the northern part of the state, and of course the sea breezes. We can always depend on that for showers and thunderstorms, and the atmosphere is very moist and unstable. So today is a very typical June day. Let's check out the tropics. We've been watching this tropical wave moving past the Leeward Islands, and it has really lost what organization it had. And over the next couple days, really not expecting anything of consequence as far as the tropics go. Tomorrow, expect showers and thunderstorms with the daytime highs right around the 90-degree mark, give or take a degree or two. And speaking of 90s, we have a lot of that right now. Temps into the 80s and 90s all the way into, well, much of the Midwest. 106 right now in Phoenix. And if you're keeping score, summer officially begins at 3:38 in the morning coming up on Thursday. But who needs a calendar, because it already feels a lot like summer out there with the heat, the humidity, and of course, all the storms out there.
A little sailboat might have seen some lightning out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.